What? This guy still plays World of Warcraft? Kind of, sometimes. And my boy Snark's about to find out whether I remembered how to play. It's been some time. Oh. Oh, okay. I was slightly concerned for a second. Then I remembered that I hadn't used any of my abilities, and then I realized that it would all be fine, and I had nothing to worry about at all because I'm powerful. But I thought I'd just jump in today just to say what's up. What's up, World of Warcraft crew? How's everyone doing? Let's talk a little bit about the state of things, the state of my mindset towards WoW. Seems like the only time I upload a video about WoW is when I'm thinking about WoW, but not sure about how to play WoW. And I don't know if any of you relate to that as well, but when I think about playing World of Warcraft now, it comes into my head often. Every day? Yeah, maybe every day. I think maybe I want to jump in, maybe I want to play some WoW, maybe I want to play some classic, maybe I want to play some hardcore, maybe I want to play some retail, but every time I log in, I want to log out 10 minutes later. And I've got there's a few reasons that I explained in the last video about why I think that is. But ultimately, on a plus side, I think that midnight, for someone like me, looks quite exciting for lots of reasons. Now, it's going to upset a lot of you because I'm about to say something which, for the hardcore amongst you, is going to be deeply disappointing. But I think the fact that classes are more simple and are going to be easier to play might not be such a bad thing. Okay? And the reason I say that, my good friend Vatslad, who you probably all know, talks about how basic and easy things are going to be with great disdain. Whereas I kind of feel like, for someone like me who doesn't really understand the game, hasn't got enough... I do have time, but I never give myself enough time, perhaps, to learn classes in their entirety. I don't know which one's better here. Hold on. This. Let's just go with this. It's exciting because I'm going to be able to learn classes quicker than having to, you know, get a degree and learn all about it that way. And I think that's kind of exciting. Let me just put this belt on. Boom. And I think also with the release of Midnight and having lots of, what do we call them? Again, basic, average, normie gamer features, sort of like housing and stuff like that. It actually seems quite exciting. I don't know about you guys, but the prospect of housing, for whatever reason, and you wouldn't think I would be this way inclined. Maybe you would, because I play Minecraft and all of that stuff, but it actually looks like it's going to be good. And so I'm kind of looking forward to the housing, looking forward to doing some customization, looking forward to what, to me, feels very MMO-ish. Having a housing system, upgrading the housing, having communities, having places to go. And so I'm looking forward to it in that regard as well. But like I said, going back to the M Plus and that type of gameplay, I think the M Plus stuff is going to be very different, and I know for lots of people might be quite unrewarding because of the simplicity of rotation. But to be honest with you, I'm very much looking forward to it having an easy rotation. And that's mainly because when you look at my bars here, I don't play for a little while. And when I come back, I forget how to use all of these buttons and the order to use them in. I don't keep it in my brain very well. And I think the problem with retail a little bit for me is that I forget how to do things. And I want to be able to remember so that I can get on and be a useful teammate. Whereas it feels now like if I stop playing retail and I don't go back to it, I will basically have no clue and be not useful or not helpful. I'll have to go back to doing +2s, 3s, and 4s in order to remember what's happening. Whereas I think two-pronged positive is, one, wow, that is so bright. One, I think it'll be easier to learn more classes. I'll be able to have more fun mixing up classes. Because let's be honest, lots of us... hold on, that's better. Lots of us who are more casual players want to be able to play loads of different classes and just experience what it feels like to play a monk, what it feels like to play a warrior, what it feels like to play a warlock, all these different things. And at the moment, particularly with more endgame content, it feels like a real-time sink to learn how to use all of them. And maybe it's not, maybe that's just me, but I'm looking forward to the simpler rotations, meaning that I can dip in and out of lots of different classes as much as I want. Okay, and so that means, of course, I need to level a bunch of classes to level 80. At least I'll get one class I can get to level 80 for free. Usually that's how purchasing Midnight works. But I'm looking forward to it in that regard. I'm also looking forward to it in the fact that I think I'll be able to focus. Again, let me focus on this first, because let's be honest, I'm going to pick the wrong thing here. Intellect, I don't really care about. Agility, stamina, I don't really care about. I mean, these are better, but like worse. Everything I'm getting is worse, because lots of stuff I've got is quite good. Also, ding, level 41. Yeah, and the other thing I'm looking forward to, like I said, with the bars, is I think when the main rotation is simpler and doesn't require as much button pushing, I think I'll be more inclined to learn what another few buttons are for. Because I'm aware that one of my big downfalls as a player is not knowing all of my utility. And actually, in lots of ways, Classic is more fun in sometimes because you have less utility, so you're more aware of what your utility is. If I do X, it does Y. Whereas on Retail, there's a few too many lists that I have to work out usually. It's cold out here, hence wearing the old Gillette. But overall, no tip. Steady on, Fiona. But overall, what I'm basically saying is, I think it's going to be good. Ride Fiona's caravan. Fiona. Complete. Oh, wait, no, I'm taking those. Ignore me. I did this last time and I'll do it again. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is I'm looking forward to Midnight. I think it actually looks really promising. I think it's got lots of quality of life features, which again, I know that people aren't necessarily best pleased about, particularly long-term players. But I think for us newer players, Midnight looks a bit fresher. And actually, I think Midnight does provide a few things that I think will get more new players playing. I think that MMO vibe of the game sometimes, from the outside looking in, looks too complex, and I think it'll be really good to see some new players coming in not being daunted about playing competitively. Because let's be honest, all of us can hop onto Call of Duty and just play it, whereas it's a bit trickier to just hop on World of Warcraft and play it. Again, just my thoughts and opinions. And also, why has no one thought at Blizzard about offering an automatic level 80 trial character for players? I've been thinking this, like, it's well and good getting to level 20, whatever it is, for free, but you don't see any of the game. You basically don't even play World of Warcraft from level 1 to 20. You're kind of just mooching about. Like, why isn't there a level 80 trial? And if maybe there is, someone please correct me if there is. If there's a level 80 trial account, so people can log on, people can play M+, and there's like a tutorial, M+ tutorial of some kind. I know there's like partner dungeons or whatever, not partner, companion dungeons. But I think that'd be another good way of getting people into the game. But alas, let me come back to my first point. I've gone off on a tangent, and who knows if I'll even upload this video, because it's just me yapping as usual. That's what I do. I log on to Classic and I yap, because that's the main focus of the game. I mean, I'm sure there's some good storytelling going on. But an interesting question I've got for all of you lot is, if you were to start playing World of Warcraft in a unique and interesting way, what way would you play it? And what way do you think you could keep it entertaining? Because I've been thinking, I often think to myself, and people will constantly tell me, how have you started another series? How have you started another series? The reality for me is, I don't seem to be able to stay with the same thought pattern and the same interest in videos for very long. Hence why I've been trying to stick to uploading something for 30 days straight. Oh, who's that down there? Vextal. That guy looks very cool. And so what kind of quest would you do? What kind of goal would you have in World of Warcraft, which takes a decent amount of time, but not a brutal amount of time, is unique and fun? I know that people do like Iron Man challenge. I know that people do stuff like that. But I'm thinking, like, is there like small fishing quests that you could do? Maybe I ask some sort of AI system to tell me exactly what quests to follow. I'm just trying to build a picture of how to make World of Warcraft, particularly solo, more interesting. Like, if you were a solo player going in, as someone who's played it for longer, how would you play World of Warcraft? I wouldn't talk to Bettina because she's got an annoying voice. But alas, we'll take all the quests because I'm a good guy. But anyhow, I thought I'd just jump on, kind of say my current thoughts about World of Warcraft, which is, I really want to jump on and love it and play and play and play. I just don't have that. I just don't have that feeling. I've got about half an hour in me at the moment. But I do think with Midnight coming out, and with fresh classes, with fresh takes on things, with fresh rotations and all of that good stuff. Why is it so bright up here? I couldn't even see him. It's so... Okay. Okay. Let's just take this. Ooh. That's... Okay, that's a good helmet. I'm for sure doing that quest. Okay, for sure. Okay, let me just... Sorry, I'm sorry. I just flashbanged all of you. But anyway, I'm going to finish up the video there. I just wanted to hop on, have a little chit-chat, see what I was thinking. I'm looking forward to Midnight coming out. I know it's not out for a while. If you guys who've pre-purchased it, I haven't, because I'm a cautious guy and I'm like that. I might pre-purchase it. I don't know. Is the beta worth it? Is the Midnight content that's currently out worth it? What do you guys think? What are you looking forward to? What are you struggling with most? What do you want to see from individuals like me who've got some sort of weird fragility of ego who put up videos all the time? Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I'll come and rant about World of Warcraft more often. Let me know. And also ask me some questions. Put some questions down in the comments so that I've got something to talk about, okay? I need to fill the void.